Hello there, and welcome to episode 9 of the It's Okay to Be Okay podcast, brought to you by Keith Grinstead. Today's podcast is going to be about 2020 and 2021, bringing us up to date with where we are and thinking about the future a little bit. So just a review of my crazy COVID-19 2020 as a 68-year-old diabetic living alone in a first floor flat in Sudbury with a history of depressive and negative thoughts. I think I've handled this year quite well. I've had 11 weeks of working, 17 weeks of furlough, lockdown 1, followed by 16 weeks working, another 4 weeks furlough, lockdown 2, 1 week working, then thanks to test and trace, 10 days self-isolation, followed by a whole 3 days working before tier 4 suddenly kicked in, and now 11 days furlough to the end of the year under tier 4. Yet in this year I've launched this podcast, I've launched my new website, www.keithgrinstead.com. And I've also been interviewed for Times Radio. I've been on BBC Breakfast 3 times, BBC News. I've been in the East Anglian Daily Times, Sudbury Free Press, Sudbury Mercury. I've been interviewed by Fear Tips, the interview broadcast on UK Health Radio. And I've also been interviewed by Harwood Education. And that's even featured on Spotify. And I guess the high spot of the year was being honoured to be on a Zoom call with Captain Sir Tom Moore, as he is now. It went out on BBC Breakfast, only a small snippet of it, but the actual Zoom call lasted about half an hour, and it was absolutely fascinating to talk to Captain Sir Tom Moore. And it was an honour and a privilege, as I said on the interview, to actually be featured with him. And of course, I've also carried out about 30 Zoom calls with business owners, helping them to address the issues that have been thrown up by coronavirus. Most of these with businesses that were very, very successful until the first lockdown came in, very much people focused, face-to-face businesses, which suddenly through lockdown the successes came to grinding to a halt. So I've been helping people re-energise, and that's part of the focus of what I've been looking at is energising people, getting them to think differently about their future, the way they do things, and have a completely different outlook on life. And as I say, I've had about 30 Zoom calls with people on that. You'll also, of course, find me on LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and even on TikTok. So I think I've achieved a great deal in this challenging year. So what's in store next? Who knows? I'm excited for the future. But I guess one of the things that we need to think about is that at the beginning of 2020, none of us knew what was coming along. None of us knew what was happening or was going to be happening. And no inkling of knowledge about COVID-19, coronavirus, pandemics, etc., etc. We all had high expectations at the beginning of 2020. We always end a year, begin a year with high expectations of what the next year is going to be about. We all had plans for what we were going to do. I had plans to move. I had plans for a holiday. Everybody had different things, whether it might be looking for a new job, a new home, moving, holidays, etc. We all had lots and lots of plans, lots and lots of expectations at the beginning of 2020. Which most have come to nothing, unless you happen to do whatever you wanted to do in the sort of couple of months, January, February, and the first couple of weeks of March before things kicked in. Since then, it's not been possible to do a lot of things, and I know that's been quite a struggle for a lot of people. But think about 2021 now. Let's just start to put 2020 behind us. And 2020 has been a year where we didn't achieve what we thought we were going to. All the things that we had planned, all the things that we thought we were going to do didn't happen. And I'm a great believer in living in the present, living in the now. The past has gone, it's history, there's nothing you can do about it, you can't change the past. The future, I've always said, you can't guarantee the future is going to happen, you can't guarantee it's going to be there, and my God has this year proven that. This year has proven more than any other year that you cannot take for granted the future. The only point in time that you have any control, the only point in time that you can actually do something, you can physically make things happen, is the present. It's this moment now. And that moment's just gone. So you missed your chance. Well, I always say to people, if you've got a chance to do something, do it. If you've got an opportunity to do something, take up that opportunity. Don't put off till tomorrow. This year's proven more than any that we shouldn't do that. We need to take advantages as they arrive. And the positive thing about 2021 is that most of us don't have too much in the way of expectations for it. We're not looking ahead and saying, I've got to do this, and this, because we don't know when COVID's going to be over. We don't know when we're going to be able to leave our homes, move to different areas, see people, meet people, give them a hug, whatever. So anything that happens in 2021 is going to be a result, isn't it? It's going to be a development. It's going to be something new, because starting the year off, we don't know what we're going to be doing in 2021. So whatever we achieve is going to be significant, and it's going to be over and above what we thought might be possible at the beginning of the year. So 2021 is going to be the year of opportunity. It's going to be the year when things suddenly come your way, you get the opportunity for something. For goodness sake, if an opportunity comes your way, take it. I know, but I follow the sort of guidance of Richard Branson when he said that if he's offered an opportunity, he says yes and then learns how to do it afterwards. Don't regret, don't get to the end of 2021 and think, oh Christ, I wish I'd done this when I had the chance, or I wish I'd done that, or why didn't I say yes instead of just prevaricating and thinking about it. I think we've learnt this year that if opportunities come our way, we need to take them. If opportunities arise, we need to move. We need to make a decision. You might decide not to do it, but whatever way, just drifting from one day to the next isn't good enough. We need to be positive. We need to be proactive. I think it was 3M many, many years ago said that unless you're moving forward, no matter how slowly, you're never going to arrive at the next opportunity. And that's the thing. Despite lockdown, despite everything else, we can still achieve a lot. Instead of bemoaning the fact that we're stuck at home, or that we can't do the things that we wanted to do or expected to do something different. Do things differently. Change your attitude, change the way you do things. You'll be surprised at what opportunities come out of it. You'll be surprised at what you can achieve. We're all here. We've all got the capability of achieving things. We're all going through a period of change, and it's a period of change that's affecting the whole world. So take that opportunity, take the advantage and do something with it. Don't just sit there bemoaning and think, I can't do this, I can't do that. Fine. Do something you can do. Think of something you can do. Revitalise that hobby that you always wanted to do. Just do something different. We've got a fantastic opportunity. 2021 is going to be the year of opportunity because we have no expectations for it. So anything we achieve in 2021 is going to be over and above what our expectations are. So 2021 is the year. 2021 is the year you can make things happen. You can make a difference. You can be the light at the end of someone else's tunnel. It's a phrase that I've been using lately. We all go through dark periods. We all struggle from time to time. But it's amazing that no matter how difficult things are for you, you can actually make a difference to somebody else's life. You can actually be that light at the end of the tunnel that actually gives them some direction, gives them some support and helps them out. So we're very, very close to moving into 2021. Stop bemoaning what has or hasn't happened in 2020. I think if you look back, despite missing out on holidays and proms and birthday parties and goodness knows what else, you'll still find there's an awful lot of stuff that you've achieved in 2020 that perhaps different stuff that you wouldn't otherwise have thought of. So now concentrate on 2021. Take each day as it comes, take each opportunity as it comes, and do stuff now. Do it today, don't wait, because as we know, it may not happen. So have a fantastic 2021 and get in touch with me. Let me know what achievements you make. Let me know what you've done differently and how you've actually managed to make things different. So thank you very much indeed for listening to me. I'm Keith Greenstead. You can find me, as I said, all over social media. So if you want to get in touch with me, just get in touch with me on Facebook or Twitter or some such thing. And I look forward to hearing from you, and I look forward to speaking to you again soon. This has been the It's Okay to Be Okay podcast. Thank you very much and have a fantastic 2021.